Ready? Okay. After 1 week of practice, what do you feel most confident about this team?
Well, that we're getting a little bit better. Today was our best practice. Normally when you get 5, 6, 7 practices in, you kind of let the air out of it. Our guys have got a lot of energy. You got to practice with as much energy as you can in camp, because it's dog days. You know, you're out there beating on each other and don't have any time off. Watching a lot of film. It's nothing but football. There's no mind rest or body rest. So proud of where we're at. We're getting better. Had a couple of guys, offensive linemen, tweak a knee and a little growing problem today. But you know, as I just told them, last year we had a backup quarterback help us win the conference championship, and a freshman running back that thought he was going to redshirt ended up helping us win the conference championship. So everybody's out here working hard. We're practicing 4 teams. I think that's helped. We've kept off the ground as much as possible, but sooner or later we're going to start tackling some full speed, which will probably be Saturday, would be the first time. But you know, we've got a lot of work on the offense and defensive line. Our quarterbacks look rusty, but we're getting better each day in practice, and that's all you can count on in camp.
As a former defensive coordinator, how hard is it? You're always trying to manage the injuries, keeping them down, keeping guys up, but yet the bottom end of a play is when a guy gets on the ground. So.
Yeah. When the guys are on the ground and practice a lot, that means you're going to end up having rolled up knees and ankles and beat up shoulders. So, you know, we're athletic enough where we can stay off the ground and still get something done. We're going full speed. We're making progress in technique. But again, as you said, there's nothing like going full speed and taking people to the ground. But you do that too much, then that's when you start playing with guys that are second, third teamers. That's experience of being a head coach. You can do too much contact, and you can do too little contact. There's a happy medium in there, and you got to find that with every team. Every team's different.
At the end of practice, you try to up the stakes on the last field goal. Gans had a great day today. You got this contraption that's higher and more narrow than the normal uprights. Today, he had to knock it through the yellow post in order for them not to run. It was like a victory celebration when he did it.
Well, we've been out here about 3 hours. It's a pretty cool day, but it's still hot and they're losing their fluids. The thing about Gantz is he didn't have a great day last time out, and so it's good to see him have some success. We brought in the 10-foot goalposts. We bought those this summer so we can practice on it. And normally they're 20 feet, and these are halfway. And so he's got to be more accurate. He's got to take better focus. And they kick during practice through them. They don't kick through regular goalposts. So kind of like putting in a smaller hole. You know, you got to take better aim, have better speed, and you know, it's good to see him have some success. I don't think he missed a kick, neither did our
Paisley,
backup.
yeah.
Paisley did a good job. First time he's kicked with the team, because he had an injury last year towards Achilles, and so he's getting back 100% and be a little competition when it comes to kickoffs. But Gantz has had a good year last year, and hopefully had a great year this year.
Final question is, it seems like the philosophy has changed on the kicking. You've got Ty Linder in here working with these guys, but they're not kicking as much as they kicked last year, it doesn't seem to me.
Well, because we're out here longer, we got longer camp. As we get closer to probably about a week and a half out, you know, we're going to kick longer field goals. We'll kick probably 8 to 10 more during practice, have a little bit more live pass rush. But right now, all I'm looking for is just a little bit of consistency and try to work on their mind, where they, you know, if they do make 3 or 4 or 5 in practice, I mean, you know, they get confidence, and also give them something to work on. You know, the things that they do wrong when we go team, work on during practice. Kickers are lonely. You know, they're out here kind of wandering around, you know, got their head down looking for quarters on the ground most of the time, because you can't kick an entire practice. So, you know, I try to keep them to a point where we're a little bit on the edge, knowing that at the end of practice they're going to kick for whether we're going to run or not. And so they see all these guys running around in practice. They know they're tired, and so it's a lot of pressure on them. Just as much of the game having to kick that field goal at the end of the game, in the end of practice.
Thanks, Coach.